What's going on, YouTube? Back again. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I definitely love to respond to you guys' comments and hear what you're thinking about the different videos that we have up. Also, remember to hit that bell to stay up to date on the latest and greatest. All right, so let's get into it. So today we're going to be talking about the Colonel blade. I think I've been wearing this blade right around a month and a half at this point. And I must admit, when when I saw it online and I saw people talking about it and kind of the discussions around it, I was saying to myself, well, what's really different, right? When I looked at this, I was thinking, of course, you guys know the blade that I'm thinking of as well, the Ka-bar, but we'll get into that here in a moment. I think after using this blade for about a month and a half and actually wearing it and kind of seeing how, it fits and feels on me, just on an everyday basis, I really came to like this much more than the Ka-bar for sure. And I'm going to tell you a few reasons why, but let me go ahead and let you get a close up of this. And as I said, I have been wearing this on an everyday basis. It's really just amazingly comfortable. So currently I'm carrying it on my left hand side. So I've been practicing with it in my left hand. And one of the great things about this particular blade is what it comes with. Now let me actually get into that for just a moment. So this is a trainer that allows you to train with something that feels and is shaped like the blade without actually having the actual blade on it, right? So as you guys can see, this is pretty much the exact same replica, a replica of the Colonel blade, and it gives you that ability to actually practice with this without actually having the blade in your hand or messing up and cutting yourself initially. What I will tell you though is that it took me maybe 15 to 20 minutes with this. And one of the crazy things about it, one of the videos that I saw on YouTube was saying, hey, I can't really explain how, how intuitive this knife is. You'll really just have to have it in your hand for it to, for it to be apparent, right? Absolutely true. I think that statement was absolutely true. When you first pick up this knife, it just feels like it's part of your hand. You really at that point don't feel like you have something else in your hand. I think it's more so feeling like you've extended your hand, right? There's something that's there that just feels right. And the reason, I think one of the biggest reasons for that is of course the actual angle of it, but the grip texture on the handle is amazing. So one of my biggest pet peeves with the Ka-bar, and let me actually bring that one into view as well. So one of my biggest pet peeves with the Ka-bar is the handle. So the handle on the Ka-bar definitely feels much thicker than the handle on the Colonel blade for sure. And also the texturing on the Ka-bar, I have no idea why they have this really smooth texturing on the Ka-bar, and why it's not more ergonomic as far as the actual handle goes. But the Colonel blade definitely makes up, for all of those shortcomings of the Ka-bar. And the other big thing that I was wondering about this particular blade was this hole, right? I'm like, well, how does this fit in, or what benefit is this going to provide? Why haven't I seen this in other blades if it's beneficial, right? I was wondering all that, like I said, until I got this blade in my hand. Once I got this blade in my hand, it just makes sense. The hole makes sense. And the biggest thing for me is if you have, if you're in an area where you can't carry your pistol or your firearm. This is a blade that you don't have to worry about coming out of your hand if something happens, right? So with a regular blade, you'll have it in your hand, and of course, if something hits your hand, you could definitely let it go, or it could slip out of your hand or something of that sort, right? This blade is, your fingers through the hole, right? So it's pretty much locked in place. You don't really have to worry about it coming out of your hand, and with some practice, you could definitely still open your hand and have the ability to grab something, right, if need be. So it has really been great as far as that goes. I can't say enough. I can't say enough about the quality and the feel of the blade. For sure. It definitely feels like a quality blade. Now, what I did, so I'm going to show you here in just a second. One of the big pieces that I really like is the Kydex sheath that it came with. I'll go ahead and let you all see this. And so I'm currently using this on my left side. The only thing that I did not, and before I even go there, you can hear the audible click when you're actually putting it in the sheath. I really like that. It has an adjustable tension screw. The only thing that I did change about this sheath, the only thing that I changed about this was actually the fact that it only came with one screw here for the actual belt clip. The only thing that I did, I added another screw to this belt clip. The reason I did that is so that it would not move around so much. But I really like this Kydex holster for this particular blade. Let's talk about a few of the other things that came with this particular blade. As I had mentioned, the trainer came with it. You'll probably, like I say, need to use it for maybe a max of 45 minutes. This blade is meant to be used in the regular course of punching, right? So the difference from the Colonel blade, the major difference from the Colonel blade and the Ka-bar is its stated uses, right? So so the Colonel blade is actually to be used when in the regular course of punching. The Ka-bar is used to slash. So even if you go and look at videos for the Ka-bar and talking about the Ka-bar, when they're telling you or talking about how to actually use the knife, they're saying, slashing motions and things of that sort, or, kind of flicking of the blade. The Colonel blade is actually meant to be used in the regular course of, actually punching. So, and it can definitely be used in the left or right hand, kind of depending on what is your offside carry, carry hand or carry side. So I carry on my right hand side, so I use, so I have this on my left hand side currently. Like I say, it's really been great. I'll show a few other things. So it actually came, this particular kit actually came with a tactical pen, and also some pen refills. Now, one thing I'm going to say for sure about this particular blade and everything else that came with it, Colonel was nice enough to send this out. I let them know, when requesting it, that I wanted to do a review on it. I let them know, that I received the blade, and I have not spoken to them since. What I did want to let you all know, of course, is anytime, anyone sends me any products to review, I'm going to do a thorough review on those products, and I'm absolutely going to give you guys the truth, because I wouldn't want you to carry something based on something that I said that I wouldn't carry myself, right? Or that I wasn't comfortable, telling someone that I love or I care about, hey, carry this, or hey, this is a good product. So when I say it, I mean it. This is definitely a good product. If you are thinking about, a blade to carry or something to carry for a defensive you know, for defensive applications when you can't necessarily have your firearm, you know, it may be a restricted firearms area or something of that sort. You should definitely look at the Chrono Blade. I've absolutely adopted this blade and added this to my current EDC.